3, 2.
Live on tape from Hollywood, it's the Wednesday night special.
This guy's cancelled, surely. Is he an old footballer? You've got Biggins back here. I think he's been cancelled, hasn't he? Is he a big bully or something? What an absolute gang. And they're taking him to America to see about weed, because it's legal there.
5 national treasures to find out just what happens when you legalise marijuana.
This is what the fuss, everything's about.
This is it, yeah.
Right.
This is what the fuss, everything's about. We don't want none of these fucking soups in our business.
A little bit on the top.
And ask
Of course I'm from London. Can't you tell by my voice?
cookies. They've even got it in popcorn.
It's in everything. It's bloody everywhere.
Waitrose on speed.
travelling
What?
through
No. It's not Waitrose on speed, is it? It's quite the opposite. It's quite the opposite to Waitrose on speed, thank you very much. Was it the guy who came out with a candelabra? Well, Mike Reed, same thing, isn't it? Same thing. I'm sure he's dead now as well, Snake. So, you know, what goes around comes around. It's not Eric Bristow, Horry, but thank you. So this is Bobby George, I think. That's John Fashanu. And that
And
little
that's-
bit there on the top, that's what all the fuss is about. You know? I can't even tell what even it is. I'm in my trumpeter after eating all that lasagna, do you know what I'm saying?
Waitrose on speed.
travelling
No.
through
Don't be just lumping them all together. Words mean things.
states where it's legal. Who will choose to have a go?
For the cannabis we're about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful.
And who will just say no?
Me personally, I'm very, very negative about it.
I
There comes Fashanu with his head on.
classify marijuana with cocaine, heroin, any other of the A-listed drugs.
Oh, right. There we go. Just packing them all in together there. He put it next to heroin. This is a guy who knows what he's on about. A-listers. He only wants A-listers. I'd like an infused mug of gravy. Something like that. Right, he can do that. He's got the clearance to do that. He's reclassified weed as an A-class drug.
With cocaine, heroin, any other of the A-listed drugs.
With it
What is his problem? There you go, look. There you go. Nice mug of gravy, that'd be nice. Infused beans. Why are you always having a go at beans? Why are you always English people's on the tin of beans? I saw an American program the other week, and somebody was just eating like a tin of like other beans. Yeah, we eat baked beans, which are like they're beans in a tomato sauce ready to go. Whereas I seen Americans just eating like a whole tin of just like butter beans, like I'm defensive. Get them out. They were like a tin of butter beans, but they just drained the juice and then just wanged them just on a plate with something else. And I was like, now that's excessive, you know? Yeah, wanged them through, chucked them. Dry beans, yeah, the bean water. Like, got rid of the bean water. I don't know if it was it's not a meal that Americans have, but I think it was like going, look, like it was just showing that they couldn't be bothered. Just sat there, just white, just pale, looking like E.T. under that bridge. We're not just eating like a bowl full of beans. It's usually beans on toast, like what mentioned earlier, otherwise known as skinheads on a raft. Suppose you could have egg chips and beans.
And whatever.
Oh, Bobby George, I love when people mess about. People like this, people like that. I know people, yeah. I know people like this. I know people, right? I know a lot of people, right? Who are like, oh, I'm not touching that bloody wacky tobacco. I tell you what, I had it once and I went bloody balmy. Never again. Which is fine, isn't it? More for me. Don't be crawling back in when it's cool again, when it's fash. When it's legal. Nobody wants to go. I don't stone, I'm high on life. I never stone alone, I'm just high on pie.
I'll probably be back in 94. I'll take probably 16 tablets a day.
Oh, right.
visit a medical
Yeah, I bet he starts using it. Well, he probably won't. Oh, I tell you what, I tried it and it made me go a bit fucking weird, you know what I mean? What's happening here? What's happening here with Fashanu? Is that it? Is he just an arsehole, though, Biggins? I thought he'd been cancelled as well for being some kind... He's not some kind of bully. He's not some kind of theatre bully. Is that not what he is? Tell me about it. It's an accident. It is like a non-exploitation.
Miracle.
It is a gift from Mother Goddess. It is a gift from...
Oh, so dangerous. I'll tell you what. Oh, we had to gun 6 more weed heads down today. And they were smashing the place up. Pam's got the sniper rifle taken out. We got St. Clement's spotting. I don't know what all the fucking fuss was about. Do you know what I mean? It's a fucking right laugh.
Like John Lennon said, don't knock it until you try it.
Is that what that was John Lennon's? Is that John Lennon's line? Is it? Is that what he's famous for? Yeah. I forgot. That's what John Lennon's mostly famous for saying. Don't knock it till you've tried it. It's a famous line, isn't it? We've got a runner at 50 yards, Pam. Well, that's it. Yeah. It's the one they played on the roof of the record shop, isn't it? You see this? Through the weed man.
So if I found out cannabis could help, then I'd be willing to give it a go.
Legalise it.
Any clues?
Linda and 4 other intrepid household names have signed up for a magical marijuana mystery tour
I see a man with a hat on.
and have no idea who their fellow passengers will be.
This could be the bus.
Here he is.
Chris Biggins, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's
Actor
Chris Biggins,
Christopher
isn't
Biggins,
it?
68, has his own motivation for boarding the bus.
My drug of choice was making a rollie out of the leftover backy off the butts on the floor. 100% viscose. 100% viscose hippie shirt, in quotations, and a body warmer on in LA. Did she say I'm just going to take all my clothes off? What'd she...
Except her earrings.
There you go.
You could, the 4 songs they've used in this program so far would have fucking cost them more than the entire budget for all 3 episodes at this point.
That's the one. Hey, amen, brother.
John Fashanu, 55, played for Wimbledon and England before
What's it? Is that his full name? John Fashanu, 55. Why did you say that in one? Why did you say that in one bit?
becoming...
Hey, amen, brother.
John Fashanu, 55,
What? I feel like she's read that wrong.
played for
John Fashanu. John Fashanu. John Fashanu. That's John Fashanu. That's is that Brass Eye? Is that the date? I think that's the day today, isn't it?
I've never been drunk. I classify marijuana with cocaine, heroin.
I've never been drunk. I class marijuana with cocaine, heroin.
With any other of the A-listed drugs.
Yeah.
It's the hippie bus.
Oh, he's lovely.
Oh, my
He was a
God.
darts player.
Put some
It's
tails
true.
in the air, I think.
Last to board is 71-year-old Bobby George, world
I got that guy right.
champion darts player.
Marijuana.
So if you've been the world champion once, that's it. You can still you just get called the world champion forever. Well, you don't say like ex-world champion, president forever. Yeah, like that's it. I'm just the president. I'm still the president now. Like you've not been president for 16 years. Yeah, but I was the president, so I'm still the president now. That's me.
I mean, I've never took it. Some say it's good.
Now, he's famous for all this jewellery. I'm not going to have a go at anybody's like style. I quite like it. I've got no against it. It's not for me, but I quite like it. Now, are we saying that this is the best quality gold? This was his whole thing, wasn't it? He wasn't the candelabra one, wasn't he? He wasn't the candelabra one. He wasn't... What was the guy? Bobby George in his prime. Oh, no, Bobby George did have the candelabra. There you go. Oh, God, is he in prison? Or is it a different hanky? Probably is, isn't he? There you go. He did have the candelabra. That was him. He'd come out with 3 candles lit in a candelabra that he was carrying as a bit of a thing. I don't know why. I think the shirt's fine. It's this cape, isn't it? It's extremely flammable.
Some say it's bad. I'm going to find out for myself.
I want to find out for myself whether this fucking weed stuff's so cracked up it's meant to be, you know what I mean?
Hippie job, isn't it?
We're watching Gone to Pot, the American road trip. I think you find it's detuned on purpose, Gimpy, alright? Oh my god. You don't even know what art is. Oh, it sounds horrible, that's why it's good.
This is the Golden Gate Bridge.
We've got some nice bridges in London as well, though, lovely.
Not as nice as this one.
San Francisco is famously home to the hippie district of Haight-Ashbury, which 50 years ago encouraged the world to turn on, tune in, and smoke marijuana.
Oh, look at the size of those massive doobs that they're smoking with like that really weak weed bin lids, weren't they? They didn't have roaches, did they, at that point? Or it was a Cambodia carrot. And they'd get like the tweezers, wouldn't they? That's how they didn't burn their fingers. I think that's every summer snake.
All right. And it happens to be the 50-year anniversary.
To soak up the San Fran spirit, the 5 household names are staying in a painted lady-style B&B in the Hill Inn. It's dawning on the group that there may be differences of opinion when it comes to the legalization of marijuana.
Oh, then maybe this is basically wife swap. They've done it on purpose. That's why Fashion News there, just to fucking wind it up.
Some of us are of a similar thought, but there are one or two who have other thought.
Certainly, Linda, certainly Biggins, I would say, are pretty open. And Fash, I think, probably is not that open.
I don't have a need for alcohol or drugs because I'm high on life.
Fashionu is a force. I'm high on life. I'm so high on life, and I think it's because my shirt button is very tight around my neck, and it's cutting off air supply to my brain. It's over my dead body, Chris. Over my dead body. Mary.
With somebody else who seems to take the easy way out. Oh, woe is me.
That's me. That's me. That's me.
We're headed into the heart of the Haight-Ashbury. It's kind of where the summer of love started. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix.
Haight-Ashbury has retained its counterculture values to this day, and Guide Chris is keen to give the gang a whistle-stop tour of the neighbourhood.
I can actually smell wacky
I can smell it.
I can smell wacky backy, I'll tell you what. Fucking English people, man.
Something high.
Oh, that is weird.
Oh, look at the ceiling. Whoa. Oh, my God.
Do you want some cleavage?
I'm sorry?
Glitter cleavage?
I don't want to emphasise it at my age. I mean, you know, you get to the stage when you're a bit wrinkly. The summer of love. It was so exciting.
Yeah, a lot of people call it wacky backy.
And it's from the joss sticks and all the tie.
So excited she got,
and we all
and
had
loud.
joss sticks. We all thought they were tremendous. Oh, go on, put a little bit on.
I'm just going to do the cleavage. There you go.
Like, well against it for 2 minutes. Oh, go on then.
Yeah, perfect.
I wasn't into any hippie stuff, dressing up and pretty colours. It didn't appeal to me at all. I was just into dance and a few beers.
Dancing. No, darts. I thought he said dance. No, he's not into dressing up. No, he's not into capes and... Didn't appeal to him, did it? Doesn't appeal to me. 35 quid for this image.
But it didn't appeal to me. Into any hippie stuff, dressing up and pretty colours. I wasn't into any hippie stuff, dressing up and pretty colours. It didn't appeal to me at all. I was just into dance and a few beers, but I never ever tried Happy Backy.
All right, everyone.
You can't even say it right. I'll tell you what. I've tried nearly everything in the world, but I've never touched that Happy Backy.
thoughts turn to the issue of legalising marijuana and who on the trip is actually going to smoke it.
You might have a... Oh, hello, baby. There you go.
Oh, he's into it now, is he? He's just
What,
taking
man?
this.
What a lovely television programme this is. All right.
That's where the media, like, so the... It's just, they just overdid it on the... This generation was, like, subjected to the most, like, propaganda-style information about it, wasn't it? So, like, it's a much bigger thing than they think it is, isn't it? To people of this generation, that's the main problem. Like, 'cause it's been built up.
I don't want to tell everybody yet that I don't want to smoke marijuana or I've never smoked marijuana because I look like the poo-poo boy. Can you imagine?
Why is this guy just full of redeems? We forgot to go back and see that one when he was like, woe is me. We're going back to woe is me. There we go.
Who seems to take the easy way out. Oh, woe is me.
That's...
That I don't want to smoke marijuana or I've never smoked marijuana because I look like the poo-poo boy.
What is he talking about?
Can you imagine this boy? He's not even ever smoked marijuana. I don't want to go there yet.
I'm presuming it's glitter. He looks terrified when he says never smoked marijuana. Why is he so terrified?
Because I look like the poo-poo boy. Can you imagine this boy? He's not even ever smoked marijuana. I don't want to go there yet.
Good night.
One at the end there. Look at San Francisco, man. Fucking yes.
You like me?
Puff puff pass boy.
It's the second day of the group's mystery tour exploring the world of weed.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Chris. You guys wanted to go to a dispensary. It's like a grocery store for
drugs.
Marijuana. Fix all your ailments.
I'd love to go to dispensary.
Yes.
Perfect. So,
Bobby George didn't say it, did he? He looked
In the
looked
UK,
terrified already.
Cannabis is a Class B drug.
Oh, no.
And possession carries a maximum prison sentence of 5 years.
What?
But here in California, they legalized recreational marijuana in 2016, and medical marijuana has been legal for over 20 years.
That don't bother me.
Can you buy any of it there?
yeah, you can.
I'm streaming from Las Vegas, Nevada.
In order to buy marijuana at the dispensary,
Cup of
the
tea.
group need a medical letter of recommendation.
Why is Fash dressed like a doctor?
To get one, all they have to do is cough up $100 and persuade a friendly doctor that they have a genuine medical need.
Gonna get Clyde. Is that or is this Bobby George's house?
I was in the World Championship. I jumped up, come down, I slapped your back. In my back, I've got 8 screws, titanium, and it's took the pressure off my nerves and all the bits what broke off. And I've had 3 toes cut off. I've got one beyond the bar here. It's called a cob toe. I'll show you. I forgot about that.
What?
Bobby lost his toes as a result of a rare condition which has only added to his immobility and discomfort.
So there it is. There's my toe. I had to put it in vodka and it preserves it. I take probably 16 tablets a day to take the pain. So marijuana, if it's good for you, I'll use it.
Cannabis is able to provide pain relief and relief from inflammation, which I think is
No, this is before they went. That was in his house. He didn't fetch that. Thank you, Levine. I think you know that, don't you?
Lovely jubbly.
What medication?
Getting that through customs. That's why it's behind the bar, isn't it?
I'm missing 3 toes.
You can't wear flip-flops then, can you?
So you look at me, I'm coming from another planet or something.
What do you think that's going to be the difference? Yeah. That's what aliens look like to Bobby George. The same as us, but with less toes.
So what are you guys looking to get out of this experience at the dispensary?
Knowledge. We're getting some knowledge.
You don't want it for recreation.
They're just dropping them. It's just so insane. They get away putting all these songs on there.
Exactly.
For heaven's sake.
Today, they're heading
Have
to
they still not
Harborside
got
Health
there?
Centre, a pioneering
Look at that, yeah,
cannabis
obscure,
dispensary.
completely unknown songs that nobody's ever heard. I remember one day when I heard that song about 15 times, and it became we started calling it Creepy Jesus. It's not Maestro, it's a slightly different Maestro. Yeah. There's that as well, isn't there? There's about 7 more that start exactly the same.
All have a medical condition it's claimed
It
that
costs money.
marijuana could
Well,
help.
not at this point.
What a lovely smell.
With their freshly issued doctor's letters in hand, the group can now shop for medical marijuana anywhere in California. The dispensary sells marijuana to smoke, but also supplies it as medicine and as food. And you can even buy plants to grow your own at home.
Now this
I beg your pardon?
in chocolate form. It's very
It's like taking marijuana cigarettes, but it's in chocolate form. None of those words, please. There's none of that because of the
Graphic right now are seniors, people over the age of 55. Cannabis is a wonderful anti-inflammatory. It's also great for pain and sleep.
The joints, it's inflamed.
Bobby's keen to get advice
See?
on what type of cannabis medicine might help ease the pain he experiences from his broken back and missing toes.
These help the nerve.
How's he getting pain from missing toes? They're not there anymore. How does that work?
And the inflammation pain in different ways. You can also get some free candies that have CBD in them.
CBD, or cannabidiol, is the compound in cannabis most used in medicine.
Well, at this point it was, but not anymore. Like, you're not going to get much out of CBD, really, not if you're in pain or anything. If you use it every day, it'll make you feel better. But then you may as well just use hemp every day. It's the same kind of thing. There's no use taking the proper drug out of it, is there? Yeah, it was easier to legalize, wasn't it? That's why it got used most.
There are parts of the plant that get you high, there's parts of the plant that don't get you high. CBD is a great anti-inflammatory. It's better than ibuprofen.
Really weird. Who'd have thought that the most potent bit would be the bit that was most useful? Who'd have thunk it? I don't think it really works with pain relief. The thing with CBD is it's one of those things like you can't really tell what it's doing when you stop. If you take it for a long time and then you stop, you kind of tell. You just start to feel a little bit worse. You know what I mean? Tell that to all my teeth that aren't there. Sykes. God damn it. That's not his missing toes, is it? That's his stumps. You reckon it's just a placebo? You reckon it's do anything? That's fair dues. I always think whole plant's best. But if you're using a whole plant and you're using it medicinally like that, it's only going to make you really high for like a few months, isn't it? And then you eventually get used to it then, and then it's all right after that.
Don't be so inflamed.
I just chilled.
It's okay. I'm here.
I've got me fluid to put under my tongue, 2 types, and I've got some sweeties to take.
Some fluid to put under my tongue.
Because I'm a good customer.
The people in that
You can't be giving people CBD and then expect them to go, yeah, this is brilliant. This is really brilliant. This has really helped everything. Thank you. I think it was all right. Was it just marketing a lot? To go, look, this is fine. This is good for you. It's not hurting anyone.
You know, there's not a load of
Tinker
potheads coming
Tuesday.
in here. It's so straight, it's unbelievable.
It's not full of potheads.
And it's just so normal.
Oh my god, there's just no potheads there at all. Much lesser of a deal.
Okay. And it's going to help with the pain. It's going to help with the inflammation.
Yeah.
And the THC is just going to come on to help you relax a little bit more.
Is it?
Oh, great. Thanks very much indeed.
It was such a pleasure.
Is there only Pam that's got that's going to do out?
Or tetrahydrocannabinol is the compound most closely associated with getting you high.
So now that comes in 4 different flavors, sir. Ginger, a tangerine, and a strawberry. Which one's...
Oh. Now we're talking. Get me that tangerine tincture, please. Yeah, exactly that, Gumbo. That's what we were saying before. Like, especially this generation's got so much terrible propaganda thrown at it about this stuff. Like, it was going to make you mental. They're all just terrified. Absolutely terrified, man. Yeah, where's all the guys with the weed needles stuck in their arms? My God. You know? Thank you, Khaleth.
Sounds ginger.
Some of the medicines
Going
contain
for the ginger.
it, as it's believed to act as a relaxant.
Lovely, thank you very much. You're not dealing with any sleep issues or pain?
Well, sleep issues just because of the jet lag and that, really.
We have a free gift for you today that I could offer you that would help us sleep. It's a brownie.
Nice.
Does that sound good?
Thank you very much.
Nice.
As well as her free brownie.
That is going to make everybody sleep.
Linda's also bought some medicine to try to ease the symptoms of the menopause. Hardline anti-drugs Fash has bought nothing.
Anything I can help you with? Are you sure?
I'm there.
You sure? I can help with any of your pain. You got
I think I'm still just observing.
Okay. You let me know if that changes. Yeah.
What was
Hardline. There you go. A lot of people. You move on, don't you? You like what you like.
Was the speed at which our other team members all started buying marijuana products.
Oh my God. Top button done. Hardline anti-drugs Fash.
Interesting to see what happens tomorrow for everybody. I mean, I really want to be with you guys and try it. I just can't at the moment.
We went on a trip to a shop where people buy weed, and all these people were buying weed. Is he telling them off?
I mean, I really want to be with you guys and try it. I just can't at the moment, you know.
Are you frightened?
No, I'm not frightened. I'm a little bit apprehensive.
Are you worried about being out of control?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm worried about taking a bit of that cake.
You see? Do you see?
Where's my cake? I've lost my cake.
Lost the cake.
Who's nicked me brownie? Some bastard's nicked me brownie. Has anyone handed a brownie in? Nuts, Chris?
No, thank
Outside
you.
in the smoking area, telling them off.
Saying you're nuts. She's not offering them.
Okay.
Here they go. More songs. More massive songs.
California is a huge state, so they're making a pit stop at a city called Atwater.
Nice. Stopping off at the Applegate. Oh, good stuff. Oh, these are my best memories of America, pulling into motel car parks.
It's very dark. Where's the light?
I'm worried about taking a bit of that weed and turning into a right fucking nutcase. He's off.
Lights.
What a drive. Oh.
I'm not a snob or anything, but this ain't my usual standard.
Oh, get it down,
A
yeah.
serial killer could get in here. Look, it's all ground floor. It's like Simon Bates Motel.
It's a fucking motel and it's
Whilst
beautiful.
the weary celebrities might not be keen on the accommodation,
Snaffle it down, yeah.
Vinyl spin.
they do seem keen to try the cannabis medicine they bought earlier.
Oh,
at
they've
the
all got in the
dispensary.
same room.
You put a little drop on your tongue
Right.
because it can get in your blood system quicker when you put it under your tongue.
I have taken some medication for my condition. So, fingers crossed.
Pam
and
didn't
hope
mess
for tomorrow.
about.
It's now 4 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. The jet lag and that. So I've got the cake they gave me at the dispensary and I thought I'd have a little go at that and see if that'll help me to sleep.
Everything that tastes like vegetable, it just tastes like vegetable and a bit gritty.
I've just had the day
Olive
one.
oil or whatever.
Let's take the day one. It's quite herby.
Last night, everyone except Fash
Right,
took their first ever dose of medical marijuana.
Whoa.
There we go.
All sucking it
And
down
it
like
seems
nobody's
to have had
business.
an effect.
I woke up in the night at 4 o'clock and I thought, oh, I can't get sleep now. So I said, you know what, I'll have a bit of my cake. Felt so relaxed, and then I went back to sleep for 4 hours.
It's like a miracle.
I'm literally moving and
It's like it was sleeping for 4 hours is like a miracle.
I can't drive until everyone's buckled in. Come on, kids.
Today, the group is heading into California's Central Valley, world famous for its wine. The beautiful region is home to around 360 vineyards. But as well as being the perfect terroir for growing grapes, the rich soil and year-round hot weather also provides perfect growing conditions for marijuana. It's predicted that by 2021, retail sales will be valued at $30 billion. Awaiting the group is a very unlikely bunch of marijuana growers and producers.
Now, wait a minute. What are these little things?
Terrible prediction, that. It's an accident. It's just smashed the keyboard up. Absolutely fuming.
Brilliant. Oh, I love it.
Are they burning massive?
My name is Sister Kate.
Massive doobs.
And I founded our order, Sisters of the Valley.
Is that what they were burning there?
Where we grow cannabis and make cannabis medicines.
The Sisters of the Valley's beliefs are based around those of a spiritual community from the...
We are a group of women who
See how long it is
live an
and thin.
intentional lifestyle on a small farm where we grow cannabis and make cannabis medicines.
The Sisters of the Valley's beliefs are based around...
It is a long-term hogless run. That is the Stevesy guarantee. It was close on a couple of old music videos. We were close to hog, weren't we? But we never got there. And I promised you we never would.
And those of a spiritual community from the 13th century called the Begins, who lived together semi-monastically with the purpose of rescuing others
Gotta cut
from
that hog out.
poverty.
We welcome women that we call throwaway women. We believe the cannabis plant is a gift from Mother Goddess. It is a gift from Creator God.
Well, yeah, if all the plants and animals are, then that one's one of them, isn't it?
I'm Sister Kate. Welcome to our humble little farm.
I am a Christian. Would I say that nuns and marijuana go together? Wow, certainly not.
Fash is not having it.
Wow, isn't it beautiful?
I can smell it. Oh my God, yeah.
Now we'll go inside
Not
and
really.
make medicine.
Do you know what it smells like at that point?
The sisters turn cannabis into medical oils, salves and soaps. They're
Unusual
made
fact.
out
It's
of
lemons, not
CBD.
lemons. No. Usually it's just tomatoes at that point. Usually.
The part of the plant
It's getting there a
doesn't
little
get
bit,
you
but it's
stoned.
mostly just tomatoes. It's
We have
very similar to
coconut
tomato, you
oil.
know, in the greenhouse.
And then the cannabis, and it cooks
For how long?
for about 3 hours.
God damn it, it's an
Their most
accident.
popular product is a cannabis ointment for muscle and joint relief.
So gently squeeze from the, and then work your way up.
55-year-old ex-striker
I bet
John
you did.
Fashanu was a member of Wimbledon Football Club's notorious Crazy Gang.
He doesn't even want to be anywhere near it. He's terrified having it in his hands. They're making an oil. They're making a whole plant oil. I bet this is nice.
But his footballing career has played havoc on his body.
My knee is very, very sore. That's the one that scored all the...
Bobby George, lost toes, broken back. Pam St. Clements, horrific injuries. John Fashanu, my knee's a bit sore.
the goals. So now this is the punishment.
From scoring all the goals.
Sore. My knee is very, very sore. That's the one that scored all the goals. So now this is the punishment. Arthritis is setting in.
Famously anti-drugs, Fash has so far refused...
There we go. Oh, yeah, they've got a bit of a dicky tummy. Can you pass me the... pass me the bong there, Chief. Fire one up for me. Fire one up for me. Ah, it's got all the goals with this one. Every single goal. That's got him.
to try anything marijuana related, but he may be starting to reconsider his position.
I saw a very close friend of mine smoking marijuana for medicinal purposes. His knees had been smashed. He now has arthritis. It shook me a little bit because all of the
His knees had been smashed, and Fashanu was shook.
bad, I thought, was possibly not quite as it seemed.
Just a lot of men of this generation just don't like being wrong. Let's take that to the grave, won't they? You know? What did
You're a soccer player?
Were they oiling him up?
Ex-soccer player.
Oh, hang on. Here we go. He realised that he was going to get massaged by a load of nuns. That's why he changed his. That's why he changed his tune. Won't do the edibles. Will smoke a massive joint.
Gladiator. Oh, hey.
The CBD oil massage was absolutely wonderful. But what was really disturbing me was the connotation that for the next 3 or 4 days, everybody else will be smelling marijuana, thinking I'm the junkie.
Why is he so extreme? Why is he like 0 to 100? You've had a CBD massage. It's done nothing. Now you're presuming that for 3 to 4 days, no matter what you do, you're going to stink like weed and people are going to presume that you're a junkie.
Was the connotation that for the next 3 or 4 days, everybody else will be smelling marijuana, thinking I'm the junkie.
But for the sisters, marijuana is more than just medicine.
I'm gonna roll joints.
They also smoke it, and the marijuana they smoke does
What's he called? What was he called?
see the compound that gives you a psychoactive high.
It's not the first thing that happens in the
I
morning.
was watching a thing about it, a couple of videos on it. I was watching videos from the orbit in Morley from nights where I was there the other day, Olivia. I couldn't see myself though. Pleasure rooms. I went when it was at the pleasure rooms. I was going all the time, but I didn't go when it was at the music factory. That was a bit before my time, Olivia. And then I went a bit at the Minute Club, but it was horrible at that point. Didn't like it then. Pleasure rooms was the best one. And my brother's a DJ from Leeds. So there. What's he called? Ralph Lawson.
Morning, but sometime during the day while the women are making the medicine, someone will walk in with a joint and say, does anybody want? And the women will partake.
And the women, they will partake. It happens like the generations are getting that, like, because people, like, obviously up until now, people that old had never done eckies, had they? But now we're getting people who are that old who've done eckies in the fucking late 80s, early 90s. And they'll still just have a go. Every now and again. Was he proper gone? Was his jaw gone? Not like these kids that are just getting high on their own supply.
Joints in the morning, but sometime during the day while the women are making the medicine, someone will walk in with a joint and say, does anybody want? And the women will partake.
Proper 60s joint there.
Freya, do you want to pass it around? Is anybody going to try
Proper
it?
60s, still smoking 60s joints up in this motherfucker.
It's not tobacco.
I can't inhale. I literally, scientifically, I cannot inhale.
Smoking really affects me in a bad way, so I cough a lot.
Linda?
No, thanks not. It's too
I know
early.
Biggs won't do it.
But Pam seems much more open.
Talking about chewing. What music you into? That sounds pretty good.
To the idea of trying it.
What's Pam up to? Pam just smuffling
But
it.
Pam seems much more open to the idea of trying it.
Straight in.
It was weird to see Pat Butcher, that's her name, isn't it? Lee Stenders, smoking a joint.
What's he saying? Why is he saying it like that? Why does he say that like none of us knew that Pat Butcher was the name?
That's her name, isn't it? Lee Stenders.
Oh, is he covering the fact that he did not know a real name? He does not know a real name, does he? Is that why he was doing that? His daughter should have done a couple of eckies, and she wouldn't have been bothered.
A joint. She had a go. She did. I've got to give her a credit there. She had a go at everything.
What? Give her a credit for what? Having a fucking one-off a joint? What do you think it is, Bobby? What do you think's happening?
That first puff with the nuns, after a few minutes, just get a lovely, relaxed feeling.
There you go. Look at that. The next thing you know, I'd smash the fucking windows and I'd set the place on fucking fire.
Don't
Bogart that joint, my friend.
Bobby's having a go. He's not going to be done. I'm not having Pat Butcher smoking one of these and me not having smoking one of these. I'm having one of these.
Came onto this US trip. Bobby had never tried marijuana in any
I can't get rid of it
form.
fast enough.
2 or 3 puffs.
Makes you feel like you've had about maybe 4.5 pints.
Oh, here we go. The old booze analogy. How stoned are you then in pints? How stoned are you in drunk, Bobby? Bobby, how stoned would you say in drunk? I should terrify just holding onto the fucking tablecloth.
Two or 3 puffs.
Makes you feel like you've had about maybe 4.5 pints.
It is Sweden
That's
up
what I
on.
feel like. Oh dear.
How stoned are you relative to the size of either a football pitch or Wales? All right, I see. Yeah, I never do that. Don. Been live ages. I told you I was coming back. What did you have for your tea? Indian. Was it nice? What did the Pezzas order? Did they order something good? Stream 1, not 2. Okay. Alright, half rice, half chips. Nice. Now we're talking. Maybe they weren't too far. Maybe they weren't far apart enough. What you lose in chips, you gain in rice. You really do. He's just had one. Bobby George just had his first couple of puffs, and he's equating it to drunkenness, obviously, because that's what he does, because he's an old guy. But look at him, he's battered. He's having a right laugh, and he can't help it. He's like, all them years when I could have just been having a laugh. All them years. Fashion who does not like it. He does not like it at all. Look at that and get that out of my face, Bobby George.
2 or 3 puffs.
Makes you feel like you've had about maybe 4.5 pints. That's what I feel like. Oh dear.
Fashion's going to do it whitey. I think they're all going to whitey, aren't they? Surely that's what happens. Your problem is if they start eating it.
Bogart that joint.
Whilst Pam and Bobby have both tried the joint, smoking marijuana is still a step too far for Fash.
He did have a CBD massage though, and he was upset. Donnie was upset that because he'd had a CBD massage, he was going to smell like weed for 3 days, and people were going to think he was a junkie.
I'm worried if I take it, might I become extremely aggressive and start using martial arts? Might I become extremely aggressive and start using martial arts?
I'd have to go back through this after then, I know.
Got me the giggles now.
Bobby George is laughing his head off, and Fash, who refuses to take anything, is just like passed out to the max, thinking he's going to kill somebody. CBD massage and second-hand smoke, and he's gone. He's like, what if I kill somebody and I don't even remember? Weed does make you do it kung fu uncontrollably. You never know, do you? You've got to go for the special aggro weed.
For Fash.
I'm worried if I take it, might I become extremely aggressive and start using martial arts?
Got me the giggles now.
You don't know. I've got 16
You do know. You do know.
years, 4 black belts, so that would be horrible.
Why is he just showing off all the time? I've got a really sore knee. That's the one that scored all the goals. What if I start doing martial arts? I've got 4 black belts, but a black belt's a black belt. You can't have 4. Like, what does that mean? Why have you done the same thing 4 times? Doesn't make any sense. You didn't need to do it the other 3 times. Did you?
Oh dear.
Well, Bobby George just sits there laughing his head off. Nightmare blunt rotation. Both ways, Austin. Is that Willie Nelson?
Road again.
Different spots, I suppose.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
It's day 4 of the Californian leg of their marijuana mystery tour, and the group is heading to the port city of Oakland.
There we
So
go.
in America so far.
Most places in England.
You guys have bidets?
B-days, yeah.
B-days, yes.
We have B-days.
We invented them.
You just don't like it because you're down the road. That's what happens. You instinctively don't like places that are close to you. I hate Manchester because Don's there. You know? Because it's close. It's your neighbour and it's you hate it.
Since 2016, when recreational cannabis became legal...
Like what they called? What's the town next to Springfield called? That they all hate?
in California...
There you go.
A wave of new
Same thing. Leeds. There you go. That's how it is. You just don't like what you do. Ogdensbrook, that's the one.
businesses are setting up to take advantage of the change in law.
What are you doing there, Dean? Before we start, before you clock on. Oh, I'm just straightening the cannabis sign, boss.
I wonder what we're going to learn here.
A wave of new businesses are setting up
I'm just straightening the cannabis sign.
In law.
Just in case.
To puff, pass, paint. What's this about?
New
Making
Haverfield.
things or something?
Here's a Shelbyville resident right now. Hi, Albert. Lovely to see you. How are you doing? It's Limesmester. What? Because Bobby George has been into weed. You are right. Yeah, the CBD massage is more of a Shelbyville idea. John Fashioner has been worried that if he takes weed, he might start doing martial arts, and he's got 16 years experience, and who knows what could happen. I'm just letting you know, Albert. Love you.
Many of them honouring the long-standing belief that by relaxing your inhibitions, marijuana can aid your creative genius.
We're going to be painting a cactus, and
we're going to do weed and have a paint.
On the table.
Look, there's weed near us.
At Puff, Pass and Paint, budding Picassos can join fellow artists.
Here, I've done a green. Nobody puts a roach in the joints. What's wrong with America? It figured it out eventually, didn't it? Fascist painting is him just kicking the faces off 3 junkies. Fast Draws 9/11. Where were you? Where were you, Snacksident?
For a 2-hour session that will set you back $39. The organisers don't sell marijuana. People bring along their own to share.
Yeah, I've brought my own weed. Yeah, would anybody like some of my African yard bush? Would anybody like some of my Indian? Would anybody like some ganj from the Goa Valleys? Yeah. Excuse me, has anybody seen my ganj from the Goa Valleys? I've brought it here. Yeah, I brought it to share, but now look, it's gone. Somebody's taken my ganj from the Goa Valleys, guys. That's the thing that actually happened. That's not me making something up. Guys, have you seen my ganj? It's from the Goa Valleys.
Yesterday with the nut.
There you go. I was at work. What's January the 6th? Pam's drawing a cactus with her face. Right, that's the one. Yeah, the storming of the White House. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, that was much later on. I was at work. I remember being at work and somebody coming around the corner and going, "You should see this on telly. It's mental." And so I went and had a look, and it was. You know what I mean? Which they've robbed off the Wednesday night special. Basically. Because we were on that. We were back in lockdown while people were...
Pam and Bobby embraced
We're smashing
smoking
their way in.
marijuana in a joint. Much to fact.
Exactly, Don. Exactly that. Fash is about to lose it. Look at his face.
Fash's disapproval.
That is too strong.
When you smoke a joint, I don't know what it is about.
Hang on. What is Pam smoking again? I saw Bobby George having another soak there. They've not stopped, have they? She's still at it.
You want some of that?
And today, there's no holding them back.
Off she goes. Giving that a fucking McToot.
much to Fash's disapproval.
That is too strong.
What? How does Fash know? How does Fash know what level of strength anything is if he's never done any drugs or drunk alcohol? Like, how has he got any frame of reference for anything? He's had a CBD massage and he thinks he smells like a junkie. He's convinced if he has one toke, he's going to start using 16 years of martial arts experience. Once you've got your second black belt, you can sense things, can't you? And this guy's got 4.
When you smoke a joint, I don't know what it is about it, whether it's because it's neat or whether it doesn't have a filter.
It's neat. It doesn't have a filter.
But the heat really catches the back of your throat.
Puff, pass and...
Well, it's smoking massive things. We know, you know what I mean? Don't pull it so hard. And, you know what I mean? America had only just legalised it here. And at this point, I hate to say it, America, but you were crap at joints. You're very good these days, but you were crap at them at this point. It didn't take you long to become the best in the world. But at this point, you were terrible.
Paint, they take the art of smoking marijuana very seriously.
Would anyone like to take a hit from the little bong?
A bong is a glass pipe filled with water. As you inhale, the cannabis smoke is filtered and cooled by the water.
And then you just inhale.
Oh, that's why they mentioned the heat. So we can look at this. Pam's at it. Look at that filthy beast. No, man. No. The first one to white, he has to down that shit. That's why it's so mucky.
That's probably good.
That is serious.
They had to call her off.
Nice flip.
They had to call her off the bong. She was ripping it. She was ripping it too much, man. Hang on, she made a cactus person with a face, and all the rest of them just made a cactus. Has it got like a blouse on? Pam's off like stink. She got no further in that painting in the last 40 minutes. She's just been smoking bare weed.
Over.
Flash is fucking absolutely gone. He hates them. He hates everyone. She's doing a self-portrait. I've knocked someone over. She's doing a Fash. Is he at the opposite side?
I thought I was taking a little bit, but obviously I wasn't. But I got into the most extraordinary fit of giggles, which is thoroughly enjoyable.
Linda. Oh, dear. No, do it now. Yeah.
And 75-year-old Pam's not the only...
She's gone. Linda's straight in behind her. Pam's laughing her head off out there. Has Bobby George got fucking Union Jack behind that fucking behind his cactus?
Anyone open to trying out the bong?
It had good it had good depth though, didn't it? It's got good depth.
And 75-year-old Pam's not the only one open to trying out the bong.
I did it, didn't I? Do a little more. Try a little more.
That's the strong one. Oh!
A little bit by little bit.
Yeah, but he's been toking it, hasn't he? That's why he's got the flag wrong. What's Fash doing now?
I did it, didn't I?
75-year-old
his
Pam's
face.
not the only one open to trying out the bong.
What? What's this? What's this?
I did it, didn't I? Do a little more. Try a little more.
I did it.
That's the strong one.
Oh. That's not anything. What's she done there? Didn't toke anything there.
Oh.
It's terrified.
A little bit by little bit.
Yeah, go on in lighter. Oh.
There we go. Bobby's had a go.
The bong, you don't even know you're smoking anything. There's no smell to it. It doesn't taste horrible.
It doesn't taste horrible. You can't fucking smell it. It's fucking lovely, mate.
Just like you going...
Well, it's not.
Where? About 15 seconds later, hello. Hello, baby. Yeah.
Oh, dear, oh dear.
This is better than when they fucking... Did they put Jon Snow in a room and feed him enough to fucking kill a horse? And then say, look, this is why it's bad. Fucking terrible. They're all going to go too far. It's all laughing jokes now, but they're going too far, aren't they? Like anybody, like when you first get drunk. Do you know what I mean? When you first get drunk, what ends up happening?
They call me Leonardo da Vinci, you know that.
He washed his brush in the wine.
Oh my God.
And Bobby's gone. Bobby's absolutely gone. He's going to have a right time for a bit and then he might start to feel a bit weird. Depends what... Has he got what... Has he got a...
I can't stop hacking laughing.
Is he drinking? If he's drinking booze, he's fucked it. Fashiona's bashing the ruffles down him, but he won't touch it. He won't touch the weed.
Approaching the end of the first week of their marijuana.
They're nearly a
road
week
trip.
in.
Today, Chris is driving them south towards beautiful Monterey Bay and the seaside town of Santa Cruz, famous for its laid-back charm.
I've been to Santa Cruz.
vintage
That's where
fairground,
Lost Boys. That's where Lost Boys is. That's the Lost Boys fairground. No, I will not.
and a curious cannabis connection.
What you want and I want are very different. I want the
I
muscles
will
to
not
come
say
up.
that.
You want
I want to get rid of my
flexibility.
bingo wing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm watching Pam St. Clements get stoned.
Is this a push-up that I'm doing?
Yes, it is, yeah.
It's got loads of big fat seals underneath it, hasn't it? It's an accident. They all go. They all make loads of noises. They weren't in. They weren't in Lost Boys, were they? They weren't in Lost Boys.
Ah, and really push out. Exhale. Wow.
They make seal noises. Hot
Good to
Reef.
go. Now we're good to smoke marijuana.
I've got some on video somewhere.
4 out of 5 of us.
They're quite well. That's where they hang out. That's their little area, isn't it?
In the week, we are trying it.
His knees are too sore to walk from scoring all those goals, but he can do loads of push-ups with Linda Robson.
Me personally, I'm very, very negative about it. In football, of course.
Honest, we could never tell that you were really negative about it. We'd have had no idea whatsoever.
But me personally, I'm very, very negative about it. In football, of course, we can't go anywhere near it. But they're being urine tests every 3 days.
That's not true. Is that true? What did she really look like she's had enough every time? She just done. Is it right? There we go. Do you get oh right, yeah, we can see it here. Do you get you don't get piss tests every 3 days when you're a footballer, especially not then when he was playing.
But me personally, I'm very, very negative about it. In football, of course, we can't go anywhere near it. But they're being urine tests every 3 days.
Sash, but you're not in football full-time anymore.
No.
Not as a professional player.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got
What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. As a footballer, I had to get drug tested every 3 days, which is not true. And she just said, "Yeah, but you're not a footballer." And he said, "Yeah, exactly."
the start, I think.
That's what I'm here for.
And trying to get over the rigid. Good God.
Yeah. Agreed. That was why I said, softly, softly. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first.
Here in California.
Nobody knew what he was talking about.
Begins with the first.
Here in California, one of the fastest growing areas of the lucrative cannabis business is the edibles market.
We're getting ready to head up to
They absolutely hate
another
him.
advocate that'll be able to tell you a lot more. She's Italian.
Today, the group is
Biggins
meeting
hasn't been on
somebody
yet.
who's made a
Biggins
name for
hasn't got
herself
high yet,
around
has he?
the world as a marijuana master chef.
Here we go. Oh no.
My name is Nona Marijuana. I am 94 years
I can guarantee you this is going to go badly. I can guarantee you this is going to go badly. Hi Taki, how are you doing? I've done 2 streams today. This is the second one. You've missed some awesome Fashionu content. Yeah, Fash is scared to do any weed in case he kills people with his 16 years of martial arts skills and 4 black belts. He also had a CBD massage and he was worried that for 3 days people would be able to smell weed and think he was a junkie. They've all got pretty high. They did some painting. They've done some smoke. Well, Pat Butcher's done some smoking. Bobby George has done some smoking. They're both enjoying it so far. Christopher Biggins has not done any yet. Linda Robson has done a little bit of smoking and is alright with it. And Fash hasn't touched a thing. But they're gonna. This is the problem with edibles, especially if they're gonna go and see this lady who looks like she's making like nice food. They're just gonna eat the nice food, aren't they? And they're all gonna be fucked because they're not thinking about. This is the problem. If you're making edibles, make it something that you don't want to eat a lot of. No, my lasagna did not.
Mother Nonna claims that marijuana is the secret to a long and healthy life.
I started cooking with marijuana about 5 years ago. I need the mushrooms.
94-year-old Nonna incorporates marijuana into her Italian cookery.
They seem to complement each other. Mwah. That's all I can say.
There we go, Saturday night.
Come on in.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Very nice to see you.
I'm Fash. Fash.
Straight into the gabagool.
Flash.
Fash.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'll probably...
No, he's not. Well, I don't know. They're all going to fucking eat something here, aren't they? I think they're all going to go under.
And what do you do, love?
I'm an actress, but I was in one show for nearly 26.
Yes. What kind
For
of
nearly 26 years.
show?
It was a soap opera in England called EastEnders.
Oh, of course.
And we had a very big... in England called EastEnders.
Oh, of course.
And we had a very big fan base in
Of course you did.
California.
It was the biggest. Very big. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm retired. Now I cook with marijuana.
Oh, wow.
Because I find smoking very difficult because it
Right,
makes
yeah,
me
because
cough.
Biggins wants to try it, but he's not. He's got asthma, so he coughs a lot. Yeah, Big Pat's been stoned out of her mind all the way through this. She's been absolutely smashing it. Bobby George has been laughing his head off. Biggins, what, in real life? I'm not sure. I don't think he is. I don't even know if Bobby George is still with us. Is he not dead? There's this.
To answer all my trolls, yes, I do have a bunch of Lego airplanes, but no, I will not be throwing them at my buildings.
That's been we've been talking about that a lot, haven't we? Biggins is alive, but a baddie.
Baby!
What about Bobby George? Is he still alive? Still alive, still got his toe in a jar. He lost 3, but he kept 1.
Right. Do you put the marijuana in the food?
It's in the butter.
It's in the butter.
I'm going to do some with pot and
It
some
is.
without pot.
We get to choose if we want one with pot or without pot.
Yes. On Nonna's Italian
You
menu
get to choose if you want one with
today is
pot in or not.
dumplings made out of potato, served with marijuana butter.
Always
butter,
use
the
the
butter's in
baked
everything.
potatoes. Leave the jackets on. I call them jackets.
Followed by ratatouille, that also contains marijuana, and sea bass,
Proper chef here. Leave the jackets on the garlics. I call them jackets.
that doesn't.
I'll let you put it
Wow,
in the
that's
oven
heavy.
for me.
We're ready for the big munchie now.
I'm quite hungry. I was very excited. I was actually going to taste some marijuana in food. One of the most important things in my life.
Oh, Biggins. Watch yourself. Ratatouille. Watch yourself here. Don't start talking about how much you like food. There's weed in it.
For the cannabis we're about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful.
Because
Which one?
obviously it takes a lot. It takes longer as well, doesn't it? I mean, what you're talking, like 40 minutes? It's about 40 minutes if you're ingesting it like that, isn't it? Maybe a little bit more. So, like, you're just going to keep eating, aren't you? Until you start to feel it. But by then, you're fucked. Yeah, he doesn't want... It's really weird. He's under... Because they needed somebody to be devil's advocate, didn't they? Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Chris, especially in this country, because it's hard. Like, you just can't tell with food, man. Like, if it's not, like, done in a lab... You could all be you could just have one bit of a cookie and it could mostly be in there and you fucked. Or you could have a little bit of another bit or a full cookie and it hardly do out to you and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm fine, gives another one of them. And then you fucked. Do you know what I mean? There's one step away from the edge.
One's the strong one.
Please eat. Don't.
This is strong. That's a strong
That's the
one.
lady that definitely remembers Pat St. Clements from EastEnders.
there are non-marijuana options for all of the dishes.
I'm gonna have a little bit.
He
of
just
the
grabbed
strong
it straight
one.
away. He grabbed the fucking
Which
weed
one
one
they
straight
choose
away.
to
What's he
eat is
doing?
entirely up to
Biggins,
them.
what are you doing?
This has marijuana.
See, I'm worried about St. Clements as well, because St. Clements has been smoking a lot of weed and is fine with it. So then you start to think, oh, I'm fine with it. I'll have loads of this, and then you fucked.
On it, so that if you want to put some on your pasta, on your fish, please do it. It's very strong.
When it came out, you could see there was a lot of cannabis. And if you're hungry, eat the food without the cannabis in.
Oh God!
That is so delicious.
No, Biggins, what are you doing?
Wine on the table.
Is that Fash? Is that Fash just said that? Biggins, careful.
Oh, that is so delicious.
Biggins, careful.
Look at his face. He's going to do it to spite him now. He's going to do it just to spite him. Because everybody hates Fashanu. Look at him. He's like, I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you, Fash. He's ready to take 16 years of martial arts practice.
It's very strong taken by food. Biggins does enjoy his food, but I kept saying you cannot subtract it once you've eaten. Oh, and it's all right, I'm just having this.
Because there was garlic in there. You put garlic in, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
So good.
Oh God, he likes it. Just give him the one without weed in. He's had the weed one now. Swap it out.
Marijuana Nonna cooks with contains THC, the compound that gets you stoned. When you smoke marijuana, most people feel the effect immediately.
I don't actually like the taste of the butter. So
I liked it.
But when it's eaten, the food has to be digested first.
It's a waiting game.
Everybody except Fash.
Biggins is laughing now. Biggins is like, oh, everybody except Fash has eaten what, loads or just some?
Tried the cannabis-infused starter and main course. Pudding is Nonna's pièce de résistance.
Oh God, is the weed in that as well?
Hot ice cream.
Fash has been terrified from start to finish, hasn't he? What are you doing there? He's terrified he's going to kill somebody with his martial arts skills.
Marijuana ice cream.
Listen to that crunch. They make him listen to the crunch from the other room as they slice through that weed Viennetta.
Love a bit of ice cream. Do love a bit of ice cream.
He looks like he's cosplaying as Sonic here, does Bobby George. Just look at him there. He looks like a critter. His full face looks like a critter from Critters.
Marijuana ice cream.
Well, I love a bit of ice cream. Do love a bit of ice cream.
My mate I was in a band with for years. I used to say that about him. That I used to want to sellotape a couple of arms onto his cheeks and some legs onto his chin, and then we'd put like a black sheet over him, and then his full face would just be a full critter.
Just want to have me dinner at home, even last night, have ice cream. Always have ice cream.
Do you want more than that, or do you think that's enough?
2 days wins, though.
They remade it, like they tried to restart it quite recently. It's terrible, that one, but the first 3 are good.
Chuck it in there, baby.
Good man. You don't want to get too high.
Do you know Sylvanian families, Tax? Do you remember the Sylvanian families? Them little like they were like woodland creatures, like action figures, weren't they? And they were like flocked. Yeah. I was gonna say velvet. Yeah, little velvet mice and that, and like all the woodland creatures. I barely understand the question. Well, yeah, in I think in America they're called calico critters, which is a much better name for them. But when I mention critters, I always think people are going to think I mean them, but I don't. I mean the ones that you all thought I meant, which is good.
It's lovely.
As both Biggins and Bobby tuck into big bowlfuls of the ice cream.
Oh my good God, they've got big bowlfuls of weed ice cream. They're just fucking snaffling it.
Do you want to have just a little bit, please?
It seems even anti-drink and drugs Fash is now tempted.
Oh my God, he's got half a scoop.
Marijuana.
He's got half a scoop. He's got half a scoop of weed ice cream. He's gonna karate chop the fuck out of some people.
I must know what it's like. So
I must know.
Put up enough courage to have the ice cream.
John Ashanu.
You taste it.
He couldn't even get the spoon in his mouth. He missed that second time.
It's absolutely delicious.
14 dead, 27-inch courageous ice
Maybe
cream
a little
boy.
bit of chocolate in it. Is it chocolate?
It tastes like chocolate, but it's just the pot.
The
that I've
weed.
cooked.
It's just the weed.
I'm waiting for wham, bang, what's going to happen? Absolutely nothing happened.
You know what? In the end, it doesn't even touch me. It doesn't even affect me.
Biggins and Bobby, they went into it like their life depended on it. And I looked at them and I thought, well played, guys. Nothing's happened to you.
Men are sometimes a little bit incautious. I always think what could happen and avoid the could.
Yes.
Well, you've pushed the boat out, young man.
I have.
Yes, PSC. Oh God, PSC might be all right. Oh dear, they're in a car now. They're making him get in that fucking. They're making him get in a big wobbly fucking vehicle. He's telling me that Christopher Biggins has just ingested a whole load of weed, and they've just made him get in a big wobbly vehicle. Patron saint, patience and so cute.
So could you guys taste it? Could you taste it in there?
The ice cream was so strong.
This afternoon, the group is driving south towards Los Angeles.
They've literally just got straight back in there, haven't they? Exactly, yeah. It's even more wobbly, isn't it? Big wobbly beast.
I deal for a bob or a shilling. That's how I earns me living. I ought to been a barrel boy years ago.
What's your karaoke piece?
I like My Way. Frank Sinatra singing My Way.
Sing us a line.
And now, that's the wrong song. And I can say that now.
Yeah.
The end is near.
So I face
the final curtain. What song is that then?
That's My Way.
My Way, yes.
It is My Way. Oh yeah.
Christopher Biggins' brain's turned inside out. They have to watch Rick and Morty.
It's like pop's gone to your head.
An hour and a
It's
half
the beginning
has
of the
passed
end.
since Bobby and Biggins binged on Nonna's marijuana feast.
Oh my God, it's taken some time.
so dry.
Oh my
So
God,
dry.
his mouth's getting dry. His mouth's getting dry.
Welcome to my world.
Seriously, it's really.
It's called Cottonmouth.
As well as a dry mouth, some people who eat marijuana can experience what's known
Flash
as
is
a
fine, just on his phone. It's on his phone there. It's completely focused.
whitey,
Well, you're going a little bit hello.
I think a little bit hello.
where the individual can zone out, become dizzy, nauseated, and weak.
The old zombie, they're not. The Walking Dead.
Castle of Grayskull. He's gonna turn into Castle of Grayskull. Hot Reef's watching. I mean, Fashion is watching Steven Seagal vids.
I can't even speak.
He's got the Walking Dead, hasn't he?
Mr. Biggins.
Oh, he's literally
was
gone.
walking quite quiet. And I was speaking to him and he couldn't even speak.
His gob's going down at the
Mouth's
sides.
not working.
Wonderful! Hooray!
There we go. It's just knocked Pash out. It's just knocked him out. He's fighting so hard to keep his head up. His head's so fucking heavy.
When it comes to a sudden halt.
We heard from the back of the coach, help!
Oh, look at the Madonna in.
And it was Biggins, and he wasn't at all well.
Oh dear.
Help!
Oh, it's gone.
Help!
He's just shouting help in the back of the in the back of the mobile home. He's shouting for help.
There's paper towels. Or towels.
4 hours ago, the group left Nonna Marijuana's, where Biggins and Bobby enjoyed the cannabis-laced food just a little bit too much.
The demons
I'm
have
going
got
to be
him.
sick again, I think.
Oh, Bobby's sticking up in a
The
bag.
boys weren't in a fit state of health.
All right, right.
Oh dear, it's got them all.
Proper. And I wanted me mummy that bad. I tell you what, I think I cried.
Oh, what's
as well.
happened to the? Right, sorry, we're at the end of the episode.
Oh, do you want some face wipes?
The audio's
No
off.
control over my body, and that's when I started my massive throwing up exercise.
Yeah, there's really no cure other than to wait it out, sleep on it, and go from there.
Just one step down, Biggins.
Oh, it's gone.
Eventually, Biggins finds his feet, with a little bit of help.
You can't even walk.
The fact that I had to be helped off the psychedelic bus was extraordinary. I mean, I have no memory of that, really. I mean, I was completely out of it.
He doesn't even remember getting helped off the
out
bus.
On the bus. Everybody else.
What a
beds
place!
down
What a place to be! What a place to have a whitey though. The fucking finest hotel in the world.
at the iconic Madonna Inn.
Fucking yes.
Oh my word.
They all get a room each, man. How fucking much? How much money is in this program?
Oh my god. Bit like Disneyland.
The Madonna Inn's the fucking finest hotel in the world. Look at that. I want one of them with the waterfall in it.
Ridiculous. It's camp and butch at the same time.
Yeah, adverts were still on telly, weren't
I get it.
they? Like, he can't even enjoy how awesome his room is because he's just rolling about, absolutely out of his mind. It's all right. It just falls on the bed.
I get it.
They're greedy bastards. They couldn't get up.
Greedy bastard.
They won't do that again in a hurry.
I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't.
This is it though. Biggins is gonna hate weed. Bobby George was having a right laugh until he did that. Then he's gonna hate weed. They're all just gonna hate it now. They're gonna go, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm glad it's fucking illegal because it makes you fucking sick."
Put them off forever. I think it probably will.
And we've got to get back on that bus tomorrow. And it didn't smell very nice on there.
The audio's doing me towards the end. San Luis Obispo.
As dawn breaks over the
Look at
Madonna
it.
Inn, their
Look at the
kitsch
Madonna.
Californian
Look
stopover
how
en
gorgeous
route
it is.
to
Look
LA.
at how gorgeous it is.
Kitsch California.
This is second
As
time.
dawn
Second
breaks
time.
over the Madonna Inn,
Tone, thank
their
you.
kitsch Californian stopover en route to LA.
Dear, oh dear.
Last night's events are on everybody's minds.
Oh my God.
Oh my
What do you think of your room then?
The fucking plastering's a bit uneven.
I love your pink dressing gown.
What a beautiful,
Tell you
beautiful
what,
hotel.
Terrible experience.
You was in a pickle.
It's terrible though. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. Once you got it in your system, it's worse.
I think you saw it happen.
As dawn breaks over the Madonna Inn, their kitsch Californian
It was when it
stopover
caught after
en
one of the
route to
adverts.
LA.
Oh my God.
What do you think of your room then?
The fucking plastering's a bit uneven. It's terrible though. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. Once you got it in your system, it's worse.
You can't get it out.
You can't get it out.
And you had 5 scoops of
Yeah,
that
it's
ice
gone.
cream.
It's gone as the.
But now I know.
Yeah.
Well,
you
yeah, they've all
can't
gone in
muck
for the
about.
first time and thought they were Billy Boys, and they're not.
Eating it.
'Cause
That's
nobody
the
is.
most important thing.
No,
You got to know exactly what you're eating.
a tiny little bit, that's all I
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
Oh, at least he understands that though. He's not said it's the worst thing ever. Biggins not coming back.
When I woke up this morning and I saw this, I thought, I've died. This is hell. I have to say, I don't think I've ever been that ill. You know, this is the problem. of
Bobby
making
George
it
in the
legal.
cellar.
It's like being seasick for 100 times. Worse, 100 seasicks at once.
100 seasick at once. 100 seasick per seasick.
And 100 hangovers at the same time.
Times 100 hangovers per hangover. Yeah, what is it in pints, Bobby?
It's horrendous. I don't mind having a giggle with it. That was no fun. That's just... It's gone right the other way.
What, chucking a whitey? Of course it wasn't fun. Or was he measuring it in
I'll never do
cruisers?
it no more. I've learned my lesson.
Next time,
I'll have one, but I want your name and address.
the marijuana road trippers hit Los Angeles.
Girls, we've been a bit naughty.
You said you're never having an edible again.
Oh
The
dear, they
group
go straight back in.
experienced the sharp end of the war on drugs.
As long as it's not firearms.
Got a runner at 50 yards moving to the north.
Oh, and it gets serious for a bit.
Legalise. I've really gone back a step now.
The adventure continues, so tune in and turn on this Wednesday at 9 p.m.
On y va.
I can smoke stogies around her. I can smoke stogies in my house. First of all, because her father introduced me to stogies, and second of all, because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.